February 22nd, 2019. The time is now. We're going to be selecting out of a hat the draft spots for the 2019 draft. Very exciting draft. A lot of intrigue, a lot of questions. People are trying to make phone calls, do as much homework as they can, and I'm glad that's the time, because the time is now, and this is really the most exciting time of the year. Obviously, then again, when we get into the playoff stretch, but this is where everything gets started, where the juices get flowing. We're literally about a week away from the draft, and this is very important. The list of players has been released to the captains, and so they already are doing their homework. So now I will be selecting out of a hat this randomization, and looking forward to it. Here are the names. That's Joe Sefaradi's one, Melech is another, Ray Esses, David Sabag, DT, and Catton. And we're going to crumple up those papers, and we're going to select them out of a hat and to see who has the first overall selection in the draft when it comes to these pairings that we have up top. Very exciting. And here we go. I'm really excited about this. Who's going to have the first overall selection? All the papers are crumpled up in a hat. I have no idea who gets what. And the first overall pick goes to, wow, David Sabag. Who is he going to take? And the second overall pick, again, completely random, goes to DT. And number 3 goes to Mike Melech Solomon. And number 4 goes to David Catton. And number 5 goes to Ray Esses. And finally, as you can see, the last one in the hat, number 6 goes to Joe Sefaradi. And then obviously we have the 2 last guys frozen where their slot in the draft order is. Next one's going to be the David O'Reilly Ralph Hannon combo be selecting, and then you're going to have be selected, and then you're going to have the Jack Harari Abraham Rudy spot frozen, and we work the draft accordingly. Either way, very excited, and let's do this. Okay, so we just watched. Okay, let's start again. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna break down that draft order we just saw. I'm here live with draft extraordinaire Aaron Levy, actually my nephew.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna break down the picks that we just saw, and we're gonna go from top to bottom, and we're also gonna break down the options they have to select as pairings. Not a lot of you guys know the top 2 rounds are going to be, you have a choice of pairings, and we're going to go through in no particular order. We have Yanki Itzkowitz and Archie as a combo. As we know, Itzkowitz is a stellar center fielder. Archie a really top bat at first base, maybe at third. Another combination is last year's World Series combo of JoJo and Yaakov Saruya. That's, whoever takes those, you're definitely have a ticket to the dance. Then we have the combination of Joe Sefaradi and Ira Suss. Joe S, really good center fielder, the best if not, and Ira, a lot of reports saying is a pretty solid starting pitcher. The next combination will be Diamondstein and Gutman. That's your pitcher shortstop. Then we have an interesting one, Natan in the first round, Bobby in the third. So if you get that, you still get a second round pick. Then Stephen Gindy and Ellie Koningsberg. That's probably, arguably, the top shortstop and center field combo there is of the bunch. Then we have Ralph Hannon, starting pitcher, welcome Ralph, with Joey Cohen at shortstop. And later on, David Harari will be slotted. These are already predetermined. And Rudy with Harari, and they'll have Yoni Sarfati and Sammy Sarfati later slotted to make that work. Okay, so now the draft order, let's see. Number 1 pick of the draft is David Sabag. David, who knows, he can go any direction. We know David played last year Moneyball with Stephen Gindy. They were a first-place team. Maybe there's some connection there, not sure. Then we have the DT Sammy Esses combination. DT, you super utility man. Sammy Esses, man's down third base. They can go any direction here. There's so many options. Melech, he also has a pick at the litter, Melech and Joey Levy. Maybe he ends up with Archie and Itzkowitz. I know he has a connection to them previously, maybe not. Maybe he sees other guys, maybe not. David Catton, wild card over here, because I feel like if David Sabag doesn't go, who I think he's going to go number 1. He might get his pairing over there in this spot. And then we have Ray Esses. Ray Esses is also couldn't get any of these. Everyone's a really good option. And then to round out the bunch, Joe S., who's slotted in, he takes himself and he gets Sus, the pitcher, in the next round. Very excited to see how it goes. We have our 1 through 8. And team names were actually submitted to me. I actually can tell you them right now. The theme for the team names were classic movies. Yeah, classic movies. Off the top of my head, because I don't have it in front of me. Let's see what I remember. We have The Usual Suspects. We have Major League. We have Cobra Kai. We have The Kakambas, which is from the movie Hardball. We have, who am I missing? Missing a few of them. Give me a minute, I'll think of it. It's not important now anyway, but either way, regardless, thank you very much for watching. We have, again, here, Aaron Levy, Draft Extraordinaire. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on the show, and let's go.